You are a yummy ham and cheese tomato sandwich, baby dolls. We're going to speak about Sommi's top signals, intergalactic top signals, and I have them all here for a list. We're going to go through them, but unfortunately for everybody who doubts us, it's not going to be a happy ending, friends, because they don't have the cup of orange juice with 1, 3, or 5 ice cubes. You see, for the rest of us, we understand that it's just a game of chance and probability. There really is no one out there who definitely knows anything, friends. Everyone's just trying to wing it. Of course, like I said, I give you this example all the time. If you roll a dice, all right, or a die, whatever they call it, and you land a 2, but you chose a 6, no one comes in and slaps you around and says, why didn't you choose the winning number? You're an idiot. You knew it was going to come up. It's on the place there, you know? No one says that to you. That's how obnoxious and ridiculous people sound like when they say, you should have bought that coin. You should have bought that coin. Should have done that. By the way, we do it just to poke fun at people. It basically just bubbles them up. You know what I mean? It makes them act with FOMO. People do that all the time. FOMO and fear and all these other things. Okay, let's look at the top signals though. Friends, this is a June updated list. Now, of course, we now have 3 that have happened. We have had Bitcoin ETF. Now, remember, you're probably wondering, Bitcoin ETF, what are the top signals? You got to remember, friends, Bitcoin ETF was one of my potential top signals back from 2019, 5 years ago. I've been waiting for it for a long time. 2019, I always knew, oh, if they ever gave it to us, it's over. Now, I thought they were going to give it to us at a $180,000 Bitcoin. That's what I thought it was going to happen. But, you know, it is what it is. It never came in 2021 at all. Or did it? It actually did come in 2021. It was the futures ETF. And that was a top signal, by the way. The spot ETF, though, it wasn't. It was just a start. See, these things don't all happen, friends, perfectly in one linear fashion. And you still have to crank it no matter what, okay? So when you're looking at these, just think of them like a list. And it's something that you're just aware of. And it's kind of like a queue. And almost I shouldn't be throwing my money into these brand new alt season meme coin, altcoin, tech, whatever it is, with intergalactic speed, because a lot of these things have pinked. That's how you should kind of think about it. So you refrain from taking on a lot of risk. It doesn't necessarily just mean sell. It just means okay, I should be in a selling mindset, not a buy of a lifetime opportunity mindset, all right? So we have Ethereum ETF next. We have Bitcoin ETF, done, okay? In Ethereum ETF, pretty much done, you know what I mean? So it's done as well. Now, the third one is Andrew Tate launches a coin, all right? So we're in that period now. You can pretty much consider that done as well. Now, Andrew Tate recently made videos. He's like, I am the ruler of cryptocurrency. I will be making a coin for real world. Doesn't matter what he says, blah, 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 blah. You know they're going to make money somewhere. Sure, he might not dump the coin explicitly, but he's probably going to have algo trading bots or a liquidity providing thing where he's just making money on the fees. They're making money somewhere, friends. Someone's making something. You understand? Crypto is a freaking casino. Okay, no one's gonna, a casino doesn't just set up a card table for you just to waste time. You know what I mean? They have an edge. They have an edge. They're here to make the edge. All right. Now, I have these other ones here, which we're going to explore as well. And a lot of people, you have to be following me to know what they are. But also, once again, let's just remember the crystal ball here, the crystal ball of friendship. Look, at the end of the day, these are just guesses. Okay. Now, I'm here 18 hours a day, friends. I'm here literally, I'm working for you, the people. I am. By the way, every time someone tries to be like a cuck or a soy boy to me, I'll tell them, hey, I don't work for you. But the truth is, right, I work for everybody else because you are my friends. Now, once we start seeing more of these proc, and by the way, if you count these, friends, there's 3 out of 8. You know what I mean? 3 out of 8. So he's like, wow. This is, we're moving along, right? Now, the next one is US Congress self-bans from stocks. So I'm just showing you these are really important because if we go back to here, all right, the US Fed, friends, the US Fed banned themselves from owning stocks here, okay, literally at the top of 2021. They top ticked pretty much the stock market as well. I mean, it's kind of funny when I show it to you like this, it's going to make you friends, the whole system's rigged. You know the system's rigged. If you look at the stock market, okay, the stock market, friends. So they were allowed to own stocks the whole way, okay, the whole way, friends. They're allowed to own it every single step of the way. And then when did they decide that they're not allowed to own stocks anymore? Beep, right here. It's just like crazy. And then that happened. See, I'm drawing it on a big log chart. But if you actually look at what it looked like back then, it was not so nice. Not so nice up here. You know, for the stocks, dropped down 26%. Remember, crypto was in a big bear market. So that's the US Fed, though. That's not all the politicians, okay? The next ones are the US Congress people. And it might just happen in a way where they're like, well, you know, there's too much Nancy Pelosi stuff. She's like the world's greatest trader now. And it's making the government look like fools. Because you got to remember, friends, the government, they need everybody to respect them. That's the one thing you're not allowed to do in the government, to make them look like fools. In the government, whoever, as a politician, if you make them look silly, they'll get you out. They'll literally get you out. Friends, you got to remember, they're meant to be like, they're the boomers of the world. They're like the grandpas and grandmas. Like they're trying to say, you better be a good boy. You better not do this. You better walk outside with your jumper or you're going to get a cold. Like this, that type of like attitude. And if you don't listen, if you just go, stuff you, mom, they're like, they lose all their power. That's why all the politicians, whenever somebody makes them look silly or irrelevant or useless, they get them out. They get them out. It's all about perception. They have to look like they know what they're doing all the time, because kind of like it's also society relies on them not pretending to like know what they think they're doing. Okay, so if they do that, and remember, there is a vote going on right now. There's a vote. They've done, I think, AOC and some other politician. But yeah, they've introduced it. It just, I don't know, it takes time for it to like circulate in and want to read it. And then maybe there's going to be more like politicians and more like controversy where politicians do insider trading. Like, see, friends, we all know the politicians are insider trading now, which means if we know and we're early to these trends, imagine how big these trends are going to be later on when people start to explode in terms of like their anger and their rage. We got to remember, friends, like if the US unemployment rate keeps ticking up, it just ticked up to 4% recently, right? If it keeps ticking up and people lose their jobs, what are they going to do when they put on the news like, these politicians are shorting the stocks that you're getting fired from because they knew this bad stuff was happening? You see that, and then everyone gets really, really antsy. And that's, friends, the timing of that might coincide with some sort of intergalactic top when they start banning themselves, because once they're all out of stocks, they don't have like an impending need to really save the stock market from crashes. That's pretty much it. But we'll see what happens, okay? You also have another intergalactic top signal, Tai Lopez. Now, friends, of course, if you've been following me, Tai Lopez is like one of the world's greatest grifters that's appeared on crypto, friends. I have so many of these videos.
No matter what is happening to you in life, stay social. Do not isolate.
Listen to me. No matter what is happening in your life, when Tai Lopez comes back to crypto and makes a coin or a grift again, sell everything. Don't listen to him. Don't stay social. Isolate yourself. Sell everything. Good times, friends. Good times. I have so many other things, by the way, from back in the days, friends. If you just type in Tai Lopez, like, I have heaps and heaps and heaps of mentions from him. And I actually used him in 2021 to call the top. Look at this. Major top signal. This is, friends, this is literally the beginning of the bear market. January 2022. Literally. Major top signal. That was Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, friends. They were hitting 140 Ethereum, man. They're down like 94% from that point in price in ETH. Oh, man. Tai Lopez buys Bored Ape. So he released an NFT, bought Bored Ape in around that time. He also made an Olympus DAO clone. As you got to remember, I was like, oh, man. He came in, made an Olympus DAO clone, and he released an NFT, and he bought the JPEG of, it's like top signal. Bang. So, oh, man. Look, I haven't got to mention here. I've got Tai Lopez is the ultimate top signal. He launched Ohm Fork at the top. He has now flashed the major alert. By the way, I was literally posting this in January 31, 2022. So I was calling, saying, hey, it's the top. And it's only been a month. You know what I mean? Oh, man. So crazy to see these things out here unfold. So, yes, I'm ready, friends. If he appears again, I'm ready. That's why I have it here. We also have another intergalactic top signal. It would be Jim Cramer turning bullish. Now, you got to be careful with this one because he could be micro-cycle, mid-cycle top signals and stuff here and there, or bottom signals. You got to remember, friends, in the Bitcoin spot ETF, when we topped out in the Bitcoin spot ETF, we dropped 20%. And then I was watching it and I updated you. I go, guys, look, I know it's usually buy the rumor, sell the news. I know, and I've been skeptical of this the whole time. However, Jim Cramer has done not one, not two, but 5 bearish tweets on Bitcoin. He even wrote, Bitcoin number go down. he actually wrote that. And I remember making a video. I'm like, guys, as skeptical as I am, Jim Cramer has never done this many bearish tweets about anything ever in his life in a row. Bang, 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 5. And I remember I joked on stream. I remember joking in my Juicy News. And I said, look, if we were ever going to shoot up and break the high from here in a straight line, it has to be now. Like, the guy literally just fudded us 5 times. This has never before happened. And what did Bitcoin do? From 48, hits 42, back up to 70, bang. I was just in shock. I was like, wow, how are you to know Jim Cramer was going to fudge you at that low? You know what I mean? Like, imagine he was bullish. We'd be down at 20K or something now, you know? So I also expected, friends. Look, I've heard that Jim Cramer might be retiring this year. Might be. We don't know. I heard maybe it was April Fool's that was circulating. I don't know, but I hope he doesn't. Hope he doesn't. But I was also like thinking, what if he made a crypto episode, or he made like 5 minutes dedicated to his favorite crypto at the top? That would be something to think about, right? So if he did that, that would really throw a spanner in our works, okay? It's something just to think about. If he makes a full-on episode, I'm like, bro, you've been fighting us the whole time. Now you make a crypto episode. Now that Bitcoin is $180,000. Like, where the hell were you at 15,000, brother? By the way, I made a lot of scheduled tweets where Jim Cramer goes, people won't want to have the Bitcoin ticker up. They won't, or they shouldn't. I remember him saying that. He goes, you shouldn't have the Bitcoin ticker on TV. I mean, I was like, it's basically like it reminds you of so much pain. It shouldn't even be up there. That was the bottom, literally bottom tick. Bottom tick, bottom month. Oh, it was nuts. We also have, friends, another potential subject. This would be CoinBase, #1 App Store ranking. Now, technically, it's the best one. However, also technically, just be careful, because what if it hits #3? And then everybody's waiting for #1. And then we crash 50% from there. And then the ranking drops 7, 10, 12. And it never comes back. See, don't worry about that #3 ranking, or, you know, top #1. But it's just showing you if it's top 10-ish, it's a sign that, like, well, it's not the buy of a lifetime stuff anymore. Just be careful. Just be careful, all right? So this is really, really, really important. And we're always updating each other on the Coinbase App Store ranking. So if you want to know how reliable that is, oh my gosh, friends, yeah, this thing is really, really, in the past, it's been really reliable. Okay, also, it's okay, friends. I share this out here. I'm like, a lot of other people have been parroting it from me, but that's all right. I know everyone watches me. That's okay. I don't take any. I take it as flattery, friends. It's all right. But I'm just telling you that the Coinbase App Store ranking got it right here. It was a ranking here. So December 2017 hit #1 rank. It also hit it literally in April 2021 here, where Richard Hart called the top, bang. It also hit it here. I think it was either in October or November, somewhere here as well. See, bang, bang. See, as long as you get a point. That's 3 out of 3 times, man. Like, bang! That's crazy. Whatever happens again, just watch out for it. That's pretty much the whole point of it. I also have another meme coin requirement here, all right, for a top signal. A meme coin hits 100 billion with a B market cap. Now, why I write these out, friends, is just imagine all of these had been hit. Imagine every single one had been hit, but the biggest meme coin is only like 50 billion. And I'm like looking at it like, are you going to bank on it hitting 100 billion? You know what I mean? Like, maybe there is a meme coin out there that you're just not identifying as a meme coin already hit 100 billion. Maybe it's Ethereum. I don't know. You know, I'm just joking. Maybe it's Bitcoin's original meme coin. I don't know. Just joking. But don't get too hung up on it. It's just one of my things. But if you look at May 2021, the peak of the retail mania, which is like, 3 years ago, it was a 85 billion market cap for Doge. So if Doge hit 85 and then SHIB hit 45, so 85 and 45, surely something's going to crack 100 billion this one. Hopefully it's peppy. Could be anything else, friends. You don't know when it comes to these memes. Could be something else. But at the end of the day, you're on the ball if you're watching something like that. And no one's been talking about that. No one. I'm the only person talking about all of these, friends. Nobody even looks out for all these signals. I am. That's how these are the things that guide me. They're like my North Star. Like, hey, these things haven't procced yet. And some people might say, look, I know, people will say to me, well, what if these things never hit? What if the cycle's over? I go, well, good luck to you, man. What if you get hit by a car tomorrow? What if a comet hits you? What if a UFO comes, takes a dump on your lawn, doesn't even wipe and just walks away? You know, a lot of these things can happen. Friends, I'm here 18 hours a day. I'm not the job isn't to you're not trying to get everything right. It's not about being right or wrong. It's on average, okay, do you have an edge? Yes, we do. On average, we do have an edge. Okay, that's it. So it is decidedly so the predictor. Now you've seen my intergalactic top signals that I'm waiting just to see. Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? People are going to come in, friends. I know. Let's play some nice, gentle, ancient music just to calm these people down. They're going to come in and they're going to look at these top signals right now. And they're like, oh, easy. Just click sell when they happen. My friends, mark my words. Nobody's going to click sell. Okay? And what I mean by nobody, there's going to be a few people. Not most people won't click sell because my other predictions have been, okay, and not even real predictions. These happen every single time. Most people won't click sell when those top signals appear because they will look at their own portfolio and the number will not be as high as they were hoping for all the pain and all the bear market and all the holding and all the narratives that they've been swallowing. The number will not be as high as they expected. The BTC ratios won't be as high. The portfolio dollar won't be as high. And they'll do what everyone else did in 2021. They go, well, we see this meme coin mania and we're looking at this portfolio, but the meme coin mania is a top signal, but this portfolio, it hasn't moved yet. Therefore, the bull market's just starting and it can't be over yet. And they're probably going to bag hold that into oblivion as well. That's just the reality of it. It hurts me to relive this scenario, even though it's a future scenario that hasn't happened yet. But we are, friends, here trying to live in the future, and that's pretty much what we're not going to find ourselves in. That's a sticky situation everyone will find themselves in, where their portfolio will not be anywhere close to what they think high is. Why? It's because the high stuff is new product market fit land from other people outside of crypto. So they've come in, they probably, they buy meme coins, all this random stuff, okay? And they don't like their old stuff. They just like this new stuff. If they like the old stuff, they would have joined last cycle. But they don't like this old stuff. Do you get the logic here? So they're in the new stuff and they don't like this stuff like DeFi and decentralization and maybe oracles and maybe your DEXs and maybe, oh, your freedom of speech narrative and Pulse and all these, yeah. I'm hoping all of these rocket up, friends. But the new people coming in on average, they're going to look at these and like, yeah, decentralization's cool and everything. But you know what's cooler? Big fat green candles, baby. That's what they're going to choose mostly. Most of them. Not all of them, but the overwhelming majority. And what I'm doing here, I'm not even like, this is not soothsayer, oracle, predictive stuff, friends. I'm being an observationist, just, okay? I'm telling you, this is what happened in 2021 already. Doge went up. SHIB went up. The dog coins went up. Even Pika hit 40 million market cap. All these things, Kishu, Inu, they all went up, okay, in the last bull market 2021. But nobody paid attention. You know why? Because their own coins had not pumped. Because DeFi, Aave, Uni, Chainlink, all these others had not pumped. Many other coins had not pumped. XRP, XLM, EOS. They're like, oh, well, we haven't even broken their high. There's still plenty to go. There was a new cohort of people and they chose new coins. So that's something you have to remind yourself of. This is my list of top signals. Not trying to be 100% perfect, but I'm just to be a guiding star. Like when a lot of these things start pinging out, you remember, I'm already know this, friends. We're not going to get to a point where I go, all right, the top is in now, we're done. It's where we get to a point and I'm going to say, look, these top signals have hit, okay? A lot of these top signals have hit, if not all of them. Okay, look, friends, maybe the cycle keeps going up. Maybe we've got another 1, 2, or 3 months, maybe. However, from this point, in 12 to 18 months from now, that's somewhere in that window, there's a very high risk. A lot of the fluff coins are done. And if the fluff coins are done, it means the speed dragged them lower, which means Bitcoin and Ethereum have been dragged lower. Now, everyone tries to guess what that price point is and how much the retracement is, but you already know nothing survives in a bear market. And even if Bitcoin only drops 60 to 70%, you know that all coins are wrecked beyond imagination again anyway. And we know that, all right? We know that. So the goal is just to be thinking about, all right, when we get there, it is more of a seller's mindset, not a buyer's mindset. And you might be buying some like late stage meme coins and stuff here and there, but for the most part, you're going to have to be exiting a lot of these things. And yeah, it gets tough. It gets tough. Why? Because Everyone wants to be exiting on the biggest, fattest green candle of all time. But what they don't know is that biggest, fattest green candle only appears if people think it can go another 20x from that point. You know, so I want to ask you, right, if you're in Pulse Chain or Chainlink or anything else, if your coin does like just a 10x from here, are people going to be buying it thinking there's another like 10x to go? I hope so. I really hope so, because that's what's going to get us the big green candles, okay? But with meme coins, man, when they're imagining 100 billion valuation, they just buy anything. So that's why you can see that meme coins have this big product market fit, just because everybody's irrational and emotional when it comes to buying these, because you're just joining a community left, right, center, okay? But for the most part, we're going to be very, very on the ball, on point when it comes to these. And hey, maybe all of these indicators will hit. Maybe none of the indicators hit. We don't know. But at least you'll be able to watch them with a hawk eye and say, guess what, man? It's been quite a cycle. Maybe you didn't make as much as you hoped. Maybe you overexceeded. I hope it's on the overside, friends. But the most important part is taking profit along the way so you don't get caught, forced to watch my videos when we're like 75% down from the top. And I'm like, look, man, I think the bear market started here. Any little rally is going to be like short-lived. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in that scenario, friends. Unfortunately, most people are. That's how we get our cycles in the first place. Don't forget it loves you. Tell mum and dad you love them too. Catch you soon.